it's Carla Clayton, the Wellness Lady, and today I want to share with you a little talk about better brains, better kids, how nutrition and brain function is related. Now, it's back to school time. We've just had Labor Day, and so everybody's getting those kids back in school. But as you go through and watch this presentation with me, I want you to also think about adults have the same needs. And so this could apply to you as well, even if you do not have children or grandchildren. So let's get started. I'm super excited to share this with you, and stay to the end so you can learn how you can connect with me for more information about this. So we're going to talk about healthy brain development. So first of all, I want to tell you a little about my background here. I was an elementary school teacher for over 15 years, and I've been working as a wellness advocate for over 26 years. So I wanted to let you know that as we get started talking about the brain. First of all, the brain is the most demanding organ in the body. It uses over half of the sugar energy, that's glucose, in the body. Too little glucose, not enough neurotransmitters are produced, and communication within the brain breaks down. So, there's a lot of people going, no sugar. Our bodies need a little bit of sugar, but we want to use healthy sources. Brain is 50% fat. DHA is the most abundant omega-3 fatty acid in cell membranes in the brain. Our brains cannot store energy. We need a steady stream of glucose and nutrients. And hormones such as insulin and ghrelin affect memory and learning. And these are directly affected by diet and exercise. No surprises here, right? Over 1 million neural connections are created in your child's brain in the first few years of life. Later, closer to the teen years, the brain begins pruning, eliminating unneeded connections to increase efficiency. We add neural connections throughout our lifetime. In early childhood, strong emotional bonds increase brain development and cognitive thinking skills. So in other words, love builds brain cells. Let's talk about neurotransmitters. Chemical messenger released by neurons to neuron to stimulate brain gland or muscle cell travel through our nervous system. We have several classes: amino acids such as glutamate, murines, dopamine, serotonin, norepinephrine, endorphins, opioids, purines such as ADP. Up to 86% of Americans may have suboptimal levels of neurotransmitters. No, that's not good. Neurotransmitters control your ability to focus, concentrate, and remember. These neurotransmitters also regulate our mood, our cravings, addictions, sleep, and more. Other factors in brain function and development: a lack of parental connection or affection, toxic stress. This can hinder brain development, especially in higher order skills. I'm going to show you some examples of this later. The prenatal environment, socioeconomic environment, our diet, immune function, physical environment, media consumption, physical activity, and positive stress. Any child is affected by the environment, the toxic load, the chemicals, the natural contaminants, stress. By our nutrition, we need healthy cells to make healthy cells. Sick cells reproduce sick cells. We need healthy weight. Overweight children have been shown to have lower test scores. Genetics is only 20% of our total health picture. We've got to stop using that as an excuse. Special needs. Children have higher needs because of an increased sensitivity to the environment, nutrition, and genetics. Does this sound like your child? Bedwetting, persistent colds and flu, inattention, argumentative or spoiled, hyperactive, driven, diarrhea or constipation, frequent nightmares, low self-esteem, fatigue, trouble learning, frequent rashes, lethargic, picky eater, food cravings, anxiety, takes unsafe risk. Let's talk about brain and behavior. Brain health impacts behavior. Increased aggression, inability or inconsistency to listen or obey, forgetfulness, fear or anxiety, overly concerned about details or the order in which things happen, unusual fear, not understanding nor caring about consequences. Now let's talk a minute about children and medication. Did you know at least 1 million children under 5 are on psychotropic drugs? Some estimates as high as 1%. There are over 274,000 children between 0 and 1 years on these medications, up to 20% of school-age children. In teens, they often have a reverse effect. They increase anger, aggression, violence, suicide, alienation. Check the FDA black box warnings. We have 8 million children on psychiatric drugs. Let's talk about the environment, our home life. New research shows that negative environments can actually affect brain shape. So positive homes shape brains as well. The chemical load, this is one of my expertise. Children in more polluted environments are more likely to display autistic symptoms and or have aggressive behavior. There's something we can do about the chemical load. The quality of the air can reduce cognitive function by 30%. Water, this is responsible for nutrient distribution and brain function. And other stimuli such as media can decline the alpha waves, making the brain go to sleep. So actionforhealthykids.org is a great resource. They say over 200 studies on exercise showed an increase in cognitive function. Kids learn facts and skills better when they're active. Overweight children do not perform as well as healthy weight children in academics. Poor nutrition, inactivity, and weight problems cause more school absences than other physical, psychological, or social problems. Many school and learning problems have simple, natural solutions. Does it matter? In 1997, Central Alternative High School in Appleton, Wisconsin replaced standard school lunches with a healthy, fresh food and water as a beverage. And the results? Grades are up. Truancy no longer a problem. Arguments are rare. Teachers teach instead of disciplining students. 5 years later, the results are the same. Schools that focus on nutrition, non-toxic environments, and exercise have similar results. So are you feeding your child's brain? Breakfast is the key to school performance. Lower protein can decrease test scores by 30%. Only 2%, I'm going to have to repeat that, only 2% of children eat the USDA recommendations of 5 servings of fruit and veggies. And Sunny D does not count. 33% of teens consume 3 sodas daily. Artificial colors, sweeteners, and preservatives can affect behavior and cognitive performance in sensitive children. Our teachers have seen students more alert and engaged in their classroom and less worried about hunger. Academics have improved and behavior problems have gone down, and we feel that breakfast in the classroom is the daily start to that success. This is a principal of an elementary school in Jefferson, Indiana. So let's talk about synthetic versus real food. I want you to meet Fluffy and Scruffy. These are 2 lab rats. Fluffy was fed a diet of real eggs. Scruffy was fed a diet of egg beaters. For your kids, here's the application. Fruit drinks are flavored sugar water. Example, Sunny D. Fruit roll-ups are not fruit. Lunchables are not real cheese. It doesn't rot. Happy Meals don't rot either. All right, you got 2 brains. The enteric nervous system is made up of 100 million neurons. 40 neurotransmitters are made in your small intestine. Your gut makes its own decisions. When you're upset, you get an upset stomach. 95% of your body's serotonin is in your gut. Your gut communicates with your brain. Your gut brain can say no to your big brain. So let's talk about some simple steps you can do. Switch to whole foods. These can be pre-cooked by you for convenience. Reduce, eliminate artificial foods, sweeteners, and additives. Pack lunch for your children, not the school lunch. Water instead of juice boxes. Get the kids outside. Encourage sports, healthy snacks, a clean, non-toxic environment. Reduce media. Increase family and social connections. How does environment affect the brain? Look at these samples. This was a school allergy test where they had the children do writing samples, and then they cleaned with a toxic cleaner, and they couldn't write. Their writing was all messed up in the middle, you can see. And then after the air was cleared, they did samples again, and their focus returned and they were able to write. So let's talk about how you can have a cleaner environment with Get Clean. This is non-toxic cleaning products that save up to $3,000 a year in cleaning products. They're easy to use. They're safe for your children. They lower your cancer risk, asthma risk, and symptoms. And they're safe for pets and the planet too. And the kids can help you clean. Now let's talk about choosing vitamin supplements. When you're looking for these, be sure that there's no artificial ingredients, no aspartame, no sugar, natural, not synthetic ingredients, clinically proven. They have live enzymes, adequate calcium, B vitamins, and trace minerals. Now I've been using, and I raised my family with Shaklee products because they're 100% guaranteed. They're always safe. They're always green. They're always natural, and they always work. There's no BPA in any of our bottles. 83,000 lab tests are done for quality and performed each year on Shaklee products. I've personally been to the lab and seen and talked with the scientists, and they tell me that they batch test every single raw ingredient, every final product in small batches. They do 176 separate tests for purity, freshness, potency, and safety on raw ingredients. There are as many as 262 separate quality tests done throughout the manufacturing. Clinical testing is done to prove that it actually works. The bottom line, quality does determine the results you're going to get when you buy supplements. And here's an example of a 10-year-old girl with ADD. She's from Lansing, Michigan. This is her writing sample on the left. And then 1 week after she started on a Shaklee supplement program, a very basic program of protein, Vitally, our multivitamin, and B complex, that was the writing that she had the week later. So what are some good choices for kids? We talked about having enough protein to start today. Our Life Shake comes with 20 grams of ultra pure energizing protein. It has added digestive enzymes and ancient grains, no added sugar, 23 essential vitamins and minerals. You can put it in pancakes, oatmeal, cereal. You can make muffins with it or make a shake. It helps improve immunity so your children have fewer sick days. It balances blood sugar. It increases bone strength. It reduces lethargy and aggression. It's plant-based, GMO-free, and beyond organic standards. We recommend you pair that with our Incredivites, which is a multivitamin that covers in those gaps because we know our children are not eating as many fruits and vegetables as they should. It's sweetened with stevia, mannitol, and xylitol, so it's actually good for their teeth. The lactoferrin improves immunity. It has 600 units of vitamin D for brain, bone, and immune health. It has all the B vitamins for essential nervous system health, more calcium for bone health than most famous brands. The trace minerals are included for body function, improved cognition of skills and facts. We also have other alternatives. We have a CitraBoost powder for those that can't chew or swallow. We have Liqui-Lee. We have the infant and toddler formula. It's gluten-free. We also have the kosher version of Ocean Wonders, which is our multi also. Now, feeding your second brain, we recommend for good gut health, prebiotics and probiotics. We have one called the Optiflora Pearl. It's got 250 million colony-forming units in each of Bifidus and Acidophilus. It increases immunity, regulates bowels, increases nutrient absorption, increased gut health, better synthesis of the neurotransmitters, and it protects against digestive disorders. We have the new advanced Optiflora DI. It's clinically proven for immune support, improves digestive balance and comfort. It's laboratory tested to survive stomach acid. It does not need to be refrigerated. It's gluten-free, soy-free, and dairy-free. We also recommend B complex for the brain, central nervous system, improves focus, decreases anxiety, balances blood sugar, less moodiness, immune system, hormonal balance. And with Shaklee, we have a special folic acid coating that increases absorption. Fish oil for the children and the grown-ups here. The omega-3s in Omega Guard and Mighty Smart help increase intelligence, decrease aggression, increase concentration, decrease anxiety and depression, help with allergies, inflammation, and skin disorders. Shaklee uses small fish and a triple molecular distillation for 0 toxins. And that's really something to be concerned about because our fish supply is definitely contaminated. So lecithin, this is for the grown-ups and the teens. It comes from the Greek word lekithos for egg yolk. And what it does is it really helps with those brain cells. It helps develop that myelin sheath, helps support memory, mood, and it's being studied for cognitive function, and it helps the body metabolize fat more efficiently, and it is very, very good for us. Snack choices. We want to pick healthy snacks that keep blood sugar stable throughout the day because that helps the mood and brain function. We recommend the Life Shakes or the Meal Shake smoothies, the 180 snack bars or snack crisps. The children love these. Mix some CitraBoost in apple juice or apple sauce. That's our powdered vitamin. And then this is a great sneaky way to add those green veggies is our organic greens booster. 1 scoop is the equivalent of 1 cup of greens. We also recommend our meal bars for those Shaklee fast foods instead of going through the drive-through. Now, during special times of anxiety and testing, we recommend the Stress Relief Complex, Gentle Sleep Complex, and Mental Acuity. So let's put it all together for you. You want to start your child off right. Your younger children can swallow our Optiflora Pearl, chew our Incredivites chewable children's vitamin, have our protein smoothies, and have our Mighty Smarts. The teens can take our Vitalizer vitamin strip, our Life Shake, and B complex. And we want to create a safer environment for developing brains by cleaning our house with Get Clean products. So here are some of the recommendations to help create your superheroes. So be sure to connect with me on my Facebook group, through my Wellness Project, or through my Vitality for Life newsletter. I'll put the links below. And remember, good health is really simple. Switch to Shaklee for safety, purity, and potency. Drink more fresh water. Eat less processed foods. Eat more fruits and veggies. Exercise. Get more sleep and watch less media. Thanks again for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you on my next Wellness Lady TV.